Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday, everybody. My ear look wild, but I want to do this video. And I was supposed to do a video with Obi. I have a list of things that I want to see how much he knows me, but he just stepped out. So I'm going to do a video by myself because this is something that I wanted to talk about for a little while. So over the years, I have friends that is my age and younger than me that have like high blood pressure or diabetes, whatever, one of those kind of, illness. I have not had any of those, and I thank God that I don't. I eat almost anything, but I don't consume too much of anything. I try to eat a little bit of everything, and maybe that works out for me. Not necessarily it's gonna work out for you, but I'm telling you why I decided to do that. Years ago, I said I was gonna do a diet, but in the back of my mind, I keep thinking like, what if I go on a diet? Is it gonna affect me? Because that's my belief. I don't know what your belief, but I'm telling you how I feel about going on diets. Several times, because I have body. I'm thick. I'm big. To me, I have weight, but I'm tall. So years ago, I see my friends them go on diet. They lose weight, and I said I wanted to lose weight. So I would have to go on a diet to look certain ways or whatever. You see your friends them drop the belly fat. As you can see, I have some fat here. Not a lot, but as you can see, I have. So I saw my friends them lose weight and look good, but yet they go back and they eat the same stuff that make them gain weight in the first place. All right, so what I'm trying to say is that my belief is that if I go on a diet and I decide, okay, I'm gonna drop sugar or starch or meat or those kind of stuff, I'm sure that later on I'm gonna go back and eat them. Do you believe that dropping these things, it totally alter your body, and then you go back and you start eating them? Would you feel like it would affect you? Like, I mean, I could do research. I never do a research. It's just what in my head and what in my mind. But would you feel like that would affect you if you like go on a diet and drop certain things? Okay, I'm gonna stop eating meat, and I'm gonna stop eating meat for the whole year and see what would happen. And then when you go back, wouldn't you feel like this would develop illness? Because that's how I feel. I never do no research, and that's the reason why I decide not to go on a diet. That's the reason. People ask me why I haven't gone on diet, why I never do diets. And every time I talk about it, that's what I keep telling them. It's just, to me, feel like it's my common sense. As I said, I'm talking about me. I feel like it's my common sense to say, I don't want to stop eat meat. I don't want to stop eat, drink sugar. I don't want to stop eat flour, right? Too much of nothing is not good for your body. So if you eat a little bit of this and a little bit of that, moderation, to me, then I don't think that will affect me. But if you consume a whole bunch of sweets every day or a whole bunch of meat every day, sometimes I just eat meat once a week, twice a week. You know, I'll eat vegetables same, right? What I try to do is to have my oatmeal and with a little blueberry or strawberry, and I don't mix the oatmeal with milk or anything. When I'm having the oatmeal, I just throw some hot water on it, and then I put a little blueberry and cut up the ripe banana in there. No sugar, no milk. And I do that sometimes. I used to do it for months and then I stopped because I get tired of it. But that is something healthy because the oatmeal, the blueberry, the strawberry, they connect into your heart, your brain. When I Google them, what it's good for, that's some healthy stuff. Would help you with your heart, whatever, you know. So it's good to have those kind of meals throughout the day, or sometimes in the week, maybe 4 times, 3 times throughout the week. It's good food to eat, you know. And then you try to balance yourself with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I don't believe that I should drop everything. And then no, I know people that never sick and they go on diet, they stop eating this, they stop eating that, and they constantly saying, oh, I'm gonna drop this, I'm not doing that. And when they drop it, then they go back to eat it, then you hear that they have some sickness. They are struggling from this. Months later you hear, oh, they are struggling from this, or they're struggling from that illness and that. So that's one of my reason why. As I said, people ask me if I do diets and I tell them no, and they ask me why, and I tell them I don't feel like I want to do diets because of that specific reason. Because I feel like when I stop do something and then when I start doing it again, then it can occur things to my body. You know what I mean? That's my belief. I mean, your belief is your belief, but I'm just sharing with you what I believe. When I stop drinking sugar, your body will need a little bit of sweets. I mean, yes, you can get it from the fruits or whatever, but to me, I feel like my body need a little bit of everything that I want to eat. Because you go there and you eat some stuff and it could get you sick. If you're gonna eat cookie is so sweet, right? You do it moderation. Just eat a cookie or 2, but don't eat a whole pack of cookie. You know, you mix in some lemonade. You can use some honey with your lime and you mix your lemonade. You can use a little bit of sugar and some honey and mix your lemonade. You don't have to drink 5 glasses of lemonade for the day. You could do that when you were younger, but like the more you're getting older, you gotta do things in moderation. You have to cut down on the things. I used to have an orange tree growing up, and me growing up, I used to eat dozens of orange throughout the day. Like 12 orange was nothing for me to eat as a child. I used to eat orange like my family have so much acres of orange tree, and we used to eat orange consistently for breakfast, lunch, dinner. And that's a lot of sweet to consume. But as I said, when you get older and you learn, you change the way you do things. So I have breakfast this morning, and now is what time? Like 5 o'clock. I hadn't had dinner yet. I'm about to have dinner now. So I didn't have lunch. I skipped lunch because I wake late. But I'll drink water. If I feel like I have a snack, I have a snack. Whether healthy or not healthy, it's just that I am not going to do too much of nothing. So sometimes I do get carried away because I'm not perfect. But I try. I mean, I don't put my mind on it to try hard because that is stress. So I just try not to, get carried away with anything. And if I'm eating and I feel full, that is the next thing. A lot of people eat this big plate of food to survive. I'll share a big plate of food and I don't eat it off. I'll just eat, and as soon as my belly full, I put up the rest. And maybe I'll have it for lunch or for dinner or maybe I'll throw it away or put it in a container and put it in the fridge. But then most of the time I'll share what I want to eat, and then I'll eat it off. If I don't, either I put it back in a container or I throw it away if it's not enough to keep. But I eat to fill my stomach, and you don't have to eat to fill your stomach. I don't always eat to fill my stomach, but you don't have to eat. You eat to survive. You don't have to eat a belly full all the time. Sometimes I do, especially when I don't have lunch. I'll have a big dinner, and then I don't have anything but like maybe a water or a snack before I go to bed. And sometimes I go to bed very late. So as I said, and it's good to not go lay down after you eat. It's good to stay up for at least 3 hours to balance your food, to make sure it digests before you go to bed or stuff like that. So that's what I was saying, because as I said, several people asked me about the diet and I said I want to talk about it. But that's my reason of not going on a diet, and it's always in the back of my head why I don't want to go on a diet. Always. Like when people ask me if you wouldn't do this or you wouldn't do that, that is my reason. I just feel like if I go on the diet, as I said before, and I want to go back and eat certain things, I think it might sicken me. It might occur something. And right now, I have none of those problems. And I do have those things in my family, my mom or my grandmother. But it's not too late, but I don't claim that. And I don't want it. But I set my mind on positive and said I just want to eat a little bit of everything and hope to God that never ever affect me. So that's it for this video, guys, and that's my reason why I don't want to go on a diet. So thank you guys so much for watching. Ciao. I'll see you in my next video. Peace, love, unity, strength, power. I'm out.